Welcome to Large Nonoganist Cooking. I'm your host for today, Simon. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make pasta from the old family recipe of mine. We're going to be dispelling some little tips and tricks on how to make your pasta just as good as mine. And to go with our pasta, we've got two wonderful chicken breasts assisting us today. Right now they're currently marinating in soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of Caribbean jerk seasoning, and a little bit of garlic powder. So we're just going to take these, put them into the fridge. Alright, so now that our chicken is in the fridge marinating, we're going to get down to the pasta. This is going to be it's certainly not going to be the hardest part, but it's going to be the most fun. Alright, so a little tip, life hack out there for you is you want 1 egg per person and then 1 cup of flour per person. I'm fat, so I have 2 eggs. I eat enough for 2 people. I'm going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can use whatever kind of flour you'd like. You can even make this without eggs. But for right now, we're just going to be going really simple. We're going to use eggs and flour. Start by opening your flour that you thought ahead to open. Over 2 cups of flour, we're going to go ahead and pour it right here onto our little, whatever you want to call it. It's my cutting board. In this case, it's our pasta fluffing sheet. Don't say pasta fluffing sheet. It's not a pasta fluffing sheet. Pasta, really easy. Just make sure you wash your hands prior. You want to make a little volcano right here in the pasta. You want to make a hole. You want to have room to be able to beat your eggs back in line, not back in line. You want to be able to beat your egg. You want to be able to whisk your eggs and have enough room that it doesn't break the circle and overflow and create a mess. We have our volcano. We're going to take our egg. So upon further consideration, instead of pouring our egg in here and whisking, we're just going to do this with another life hack, where you just pour it into the measuring cup, whisk it, pour it in. Our eggs whisked, pour them right down into the dough. Well, it's not dough yet. What is it right now? Flour and eggs. Now that we've got this poured out, I'll actually take a second and show you. So we're coming in for a closer view right now to show you how to properly mix your pasta. So all you want to do, take a little bit of flour and whisk these in. As it naturally pulls in the flour, it's going to naturally work itself into a little dough. As you go, mix in a little bit more and just keep whisking. Make sure not to break your volcano, because then you're going to have a big old egg mess everywhere. Now that we have this down to a nice little workable dough, it's not sticky in any places. Man, I just spoke way too soon, didn't I? Just like that, go right there, right there. There we go. Alright, so now we're just going to knead this. Got rid of most of that flour. It wasn't needed. So now what we're going to do is take your full body weight, press down onto it. Make sure you get a nice splatter on yourself with flour like I did. But this is where you want it when you're making pasta. You want it right about here. It's not too solid, it's not too stiff, but it's also not sticking to itself. So, whenever I go to roll this out, you want it to bounce back a little bit. But notice how when I press it, it springs back. If I go to roll this out and cut it right now into pasta, it's just going to do that. Right now, we're done with this. We're going to go let it go sit, let that starch break down inside of it. Alright, so you want to take your dough, press it down. It's better if you have a rolling pin, but I've mastered this technique. You press it out, press it down. Let me tell you right now, this is not the preferred method. My aunt would be slapping me right now, as would my grandma. I want to take this off really quick, just so I can finish rolling it out. We got a nice little flattened out dough right here. We cut it. Took our dough off. Cleaned off the rest of the flour because we're not going to need it anymore. And now this is a technique that it takes a very long time to master, but once you get a hang for it, you'll be able to make pasta that looks exactly like this. A nice little fettuccine, really nice, delicate, really pairs well with anything. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Remember folks, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving definitely isn't for you.